everyone. Welcome to tonight's YouTube Live. My name is Elizabeth Giles, and I am coming to you live from the Stampin' Unicorns craft room here in Marshfield, Wisconsin. Welcome, welcome. Yes, I was not live last week. Just busy in life and all the things. And the week before that was my mother-in-law's birthday. So, hello, Kathy Wenzel. So just crazy stuff here going on. And then, this Friday I leave for a couple weeks on vacation, which is much needed after this week. So, oh yes. All right. We have some catching up to do. Hello, Kathy Larson. Since I've been off for a couple of weeks, I do have some winners. So as the ladies here, you can already see that they've commented. When you comment, like, share, all the things, you get entered in for prizes, just different things that I give out and miscellaneous. We typically give away the card that I make, and sometimes I have other prizes if we get enough likes or something like that. So we're going to set a goal again in hopes of getting extra likes. I don't know. But we are going to just do a $5 product credit, right? If we get to 15 likes, which isn't horribly hard. But that'll be a thing. So 15 likes will get us a $5 product credit that I will give away. I'm not entirely sure when, but I will give it away. It's just like next week I will be out of state, and the week after that I'll be out of state, but it's all good and fun. Hello, Nanette. Hello, Joanne. So yeah. So let's start with doing some sharing of prizes from previous weeks. So this card, I can't remember. I think it was from 2 weeks ago. It was the card that I transformed. So on the original card, this was a turtle. And our winner for this card is Miss Shawn Kirschbaum. So she's not on here yet. So I will be getting that out in the mail. And then our second winner, so this was the video that I posted last week. I wasn't live, it was just a video, like 14 minutes long. So it is a really cool card. I love this. It is part of our online exclusives. And I mean, it doesn't need to just be like birthday cake. It can be like cake for any occasion. Think like even like those fun gender reveal things or something like that. Like how fun would that be? And the winner for that is Sharon Shizik. So that's good. Okay. So I will get that in the mail to you too, Sharon. And then I have some other things to share. And I do have a winner for the advent calendar too. So first I wanted to share a couple birthday cards that I received. And don't worry if you didn't send me one. I have been horrible at sending them as well. So no worries, but I do want to share the ones that I received, and maybe I received more. It's been a little hectic, and I'll kind of go into some of that here in a smidgen. But first, let's, this came from Pam Irwin, and Pam is part of, I don't know if you guys remember this whole I'm bringing birthdays back thing that Shannon West did. But it was a whole like movement. And we had signed up at that time to send cards, and I sent a whole bunch of cards to people that I didn't know. And my name is still on the list. And Miss Pam sent me this card. So if you don't remember, this is like a cutout in that wildflower paper. And then she just said, Elizabeth, wishing my birthday twin. That's right. I do remember, like, the name I recognize, but I didn't like read this. A very happy birthday. Hope you have a fabulous day. Your Stampin' friend, Pam. So Pam and I have birthdays on the same day. I can't believe how many people do have birthdays on the same day. And then this one came from, oh, Miss Kathy Wenzel. And check that out. I don't remember when the stamp set was, but I do remember all the awesome layering you could do with it. And Kathy just said, happy birthday, best wishes to you on your special day. And she stamped a little candle on the inside, which is also like the layer of this cake. So thank you so much, you guys. And then this isn't, and oh wait, maybe I should show you guys this. This isn't a birthday thing, but I did receive it at the convention leadership that I went to. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera down so that I can show you this cute roommate gift. And I did not have any roommate gifts. So, you know, I failed, but it was fine. I wasn't the only one that didn't. And there's like this group of us. So it wasn't just like my roommate. But anyhow, I want to show you guys this. So let's go ahead and flip it down and around and get all to it. Okay. Let's see if this is going to be. I had my camera positioned differently from when I was filming to right now. So let's. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, so here is the little package. It's a box that she made, and this comes off. Now, if you don't recognize these dies and shapes, these are also from the online exclusive. We've used them a couple of times. It's the Swirled Designs, and that's the dies, so make sure to check those out. I feel like this is good for scrapbooking or anything like that. Card making. And then, so then this opens up and it's, I'm going to have to eat this because it'll go bad. But a Rice Krispie treat. And then a pen with the paper in and a little notebook. So how cute is that, right? I don't have instructions for this. However, if you're ever at my house and you want to take dimensions, you totally can, but how stinking cute, right? This Davida made, and she's just so fun and talented, for sure, for sure. So I know Davita's not on here, but I think we need to give Davida a round of applause. Okay, now to the advent calendar. So I was giving this away the month of almost the first 2 or 3 weeks in December. So this comes with a double stamp set, right? So 2 stamps. This is still available the last time I looked. So if you're interested in this, if you didn't win it, definitely look into that. But this has 12 different months, or 12 different months, 12 different days. And the winner is Miss Stephanie Rasmussen. So Stephanie actually got in twice because she did a Paper Pumpkin subscription during that promotion. So congratulations to Stephanie. I will get this out to you. And then if you guys are interested in seeing what is inside of this, Stampin' Up! Did the first 12 days. They shared each punched out piece. So they shared it already. So they have a spoiler alert if you are interested in getting your own. I have one and I love the paper. I love all the dies. So just a few things. Okay. Let's see here. I think we're going to move on to the card that we're going to do. Now, what I'm going to show you tonight is a card that I had at my stamp camp, but we are going to make it with different designer series paper. So I just wanted to show you how you can take one template and make it into whatever kind of card you need. And I wanted to also show you the product of the month. All right. Do you know what the product of the month is? It is a new thing. So Stampin' Up! Is going away from Celebration, which used to be in January and February. And they are now doing a product of the month every single month. This month, it's this awesome designer series paper. Let me just get it out here. This is my favorite piece. I love these lined roses. Just beautiful. So how you get the product of the month is you spend $75 on anything, and then you can purchase this product of the month for $5. Now, you can only get the product of the month once per account. So I got mine right away at the beginning of the month. And so I can't order and get this again on my account. Okay? If you have a friend that is not going to order the product of the month, you could ask the friend to place an order for you and get it. Again, if it's something that you really, really like. But it is just limit one. Now, if this one doesn't sell out, then in January, this will be available and the one for January will be available. But again, you can only get it one time. Okay, look at all these patterns. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 patterns. And you can see we have a night of navy, balmy blue, and white in all of these patterns. So very, very cool paper. And we're going to make a card that uses 3 different designs, 3 different pieces of the designer series paper. So you probably want to pick something where you like the front and the back. And actually this one does look pretty cool, front and back. And then what would be the other piece if I did these two? I almost want something that has all 3 colors in it. Like this. Or maybe I do, maybe I do this and this. See, you could really do this so many different ways. But there's no right or wrong way to do it. Let's just grab, I'm so torn. I definitely need, I really do like this one, but I want this side saved as a 12 by 12 for scrapbooking. So I'm going to keep that out because I can't order more of this paper. I got mine already. So that's what's the sad part about it is the one and you're done. This is a cool one. I don't know if this is all too busy or if I just need a pattern. Because maybe, what's on the back side of that? Oh, yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We will do, sorry. I kind of like these 3. There's no white in it, which is okay because I am going to use white for my sentiment. But really you can't go wrong. So we'll use these 3. Again, like there's so many different combinations you can make from this. But this is called True Blue Florals 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. So let's cut this. So we need 3 pieces of designer series paper. The first section is 3 inches, and I think I want to do this as my biggest piece, and the back side of this, okay, that'll work. So I'm just going to cut 1 piece because this is the back side. The back side. Okay, here we go. So the dimensions, we're going to go across 3 inches. So if you are using a pattern, you want your pattern to be going to the right side as you're doing your cut. So we're going to cut this at 3 inches. Then we are going to turn it and cut at 2 1/4 and 7/8. Okay, I'm going to show you guys here. I had some people questioning this. So this is our 0 line, right in the middle here. 7/8, we're going to go all the way to the 1, and then we're going to pop back, not the littlest one there, but the second one in is going to be our 1/8. So 7/8 is going to be that one right there. So let me show you with the paper. We are going to go all the way to 1, and then we're going to go back 2 slots because otherwise it's 16ths. Okay, and then we're going to cut that piece. Okay, and these are the first 2 pieces. This one will get flipped around. And then the other piece, which I set behind me, is going to get cut at 1 3/8 inch tall. Again, if it's directional, you want the direction to be going to the right. So 1 3/8. So I'm going to start at the 1, and then I'm going to go in 3 longer marks. So 1, 2, and 3. All right. And then this piece is 3 1/4 inches over. And you know what? I don't like that this is kind of blank there. So I'm going to go to 3 1/2 and cut. And then I'm going to cut off that 1/4 of an inch. Because otherwise I just had like this dead space there. Okay. So this is what it's going to be lined up as. So again, I can show you those inches or those dimensions. We'll zoom in here a little bit. Ooh, that was a little funky. Okay. So 2 1/4 by 3, 7/8 by 3, and 1 3/8 by 3 1/4. Now we have to cut the outside layer, which is going to be in Night and Navy. And that's going to be 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. And I have a scrap piece of paper here, and it's kind of bent up. So I'm gonna cut a little bit longer so I can cut that bent up piece off. So 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. Okay. So here's what we will have. Perfect. Okay. Now I'm going to do my card base because I just want to kind of get it all cut and out of the way. So I have some thick white, and that is going to be, nope, I lied. I don't think I'm going to do thick white. We're going to do the balmy blue. And then, or wait, I didn't find accessories yet. Do we have some blue? Oh, yes. We have this balmy blue. That'll look perfect on there. So I am going to do white and then just a blue background piece. So thick white, I'm going to cut in half at 5 1/2. And then we will score it at 4 1/4. Okay. And then we're going to do balmy blue. Let me see if I have a scrap piece. And I do. And this is just going to be slightly smaller. So we're going to go 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And this is going to get texturized. So we got to figure out an embossing folder to do. Let's zoom out. Ooh. Ooh, this one's already got the right plates. I'm just going to grab an embossing folder here. And this has kind of got some floral patterns to it, so I don't want to have anything too funky. I think I'm going to go with my favorite embossing folder for these types of things. Here it is. So it is the exposed brick. It's just very subtle, but still gives the texture that we need. It goes very well with florals. It's masculine, like, so you don't got to worry about any of that kind of stuff. Stiff. Okay. Here we go. I think we got most of all of our pieces then. Let's start doing a little assembly, because this is going to go straight on our card base. I got to get my bone folder. That was the embossing folder that popped into your mind. Yeah, I think I grabbed that one 9 times out of 10, honestly. Now, whenever I use embossing, I'm going to adhere it with this green glue. Just spread a nice thin bead of glue over all the spots. It allows it to be slightly repositionable, but then it also gets into all the groove things. Oh yeah. Okay. And just give that a rub down. Now on this, again, you can choose what patterns you want to have, large or small or whatever. This is just going to be a very smallish border. I should have put this one down first to see where my border was, but I can, oh, there we go. Move that. This card also works perfectly if you got any of those designer series paper scraps. All right, this is going to go straight onto our card. Glue and all. If you like to have a lot of height to your cards, or if you're not mailing it, so you don't really care, I would definitely pop dot that up. Okay. But this one is just going straight on in here. Now, I have extra of this piece, right? Because we didn't use very much on here. So I'm just going to cut this to 4 inches. And we're actually going to put, and then I'm going to cut this in half. Now, to cut this in half, I don't really want to measure. I'm going to just bring it in here and line it up and see, because it's like just under 3/4 of an inch, but it doesn't really matter that much, because on the inside, I'm going to put one at the top and one at the bottom. Also, I don't know what sentiment I'm using. I think, unfortunately, I need to send out a sympathy card. So, I will make this sympathy. We have Peace on Earth with deepest sympathy here. I do really like that. And then I think I grabbed Forever Loved, Forever Remembered from the Right Words. So those are what we're going to use. So let's just get that on there. I have Night of Navy right here. Oh, I just got glue everywhere. I'm actually going to glue this down. And if you, I kind of like how when you cut it apart, you got the flowers down here and then the little ones at the top. So it just makes it kind of funky. Funky, funky, funky. Now, if you are making this card, what is your favorite designer series paper right now? Like, what is your go-to paper pack? Oh, that looks good. Okay. The front here, we need a scrap piece of white. And we're going to stamp this. I think my Night of Navy needs to be re-inked, but that's okay. I don't want it to be too bold on this card anyhow. Okay. I come right in here. And this is a 2-inch circle punch, which works perfect for all of that. You like too many DSPs, too hard to pick one. Okay, we're going to use this ribbon, but I wanted to find an embellishment that I like. I'm just going to grab a pack out here. I mean, these would be cool. Even the clear. I don't want them to be too overpowering. No. I don't really want them to be too glitzy either. These would probably work. Oh, I like these. They got the white on there. I don't even know the names of half of these. I just grabbed them out. I should really write what colors these are. That looks like balmy blue. And here's some white and some, oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see what we like after we put the ribbon on. Okay, so the ribbon, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one of those zigzags. This is going to get dimensionals on, but when you do like a ribbon zigzag, I like to just take my Stampin' seal and I am putting adhesive right where my circle is going to go, right? So we're going to end up covering that up. But for right now, that's what we're going to use for our zigzag. And just grab one end and we are going to just stick it straight down. Then you grab your snips. Boom. How easy was that, right? You don't have to measure anything. That's going to give us just a slight little pizzazz to it. And dimensionals, I just had you. Don't leave me now. Now, since this is going over ribbon, I'm going to put a bunch of dimensionals on because I don't want this ribbon to like peel up and cause my sentiment to float away. I think we've all had that happen. So yes, I have a lot of dimensionals on this one thing. Okay, so that's just going to go right over the top. There we go. So it's just going to peek out just a little bit. And I think we're going to go with, oh, the white flowers maybe. So this is Hues of Blue Flowers. We could even use some of these other colors. I feel like even, let's do the dark blue. And I've got a few of them on here. So grab our take your pick tool. And I'm going to take this end and get up underneath here. There is a glue dot underneath this whole piece. Not sure if you guys can see that or not. Boop. Focus. See, it's like on the whole piece. So you got to make sure to get up and under it all. You don't want to leave that on your paper. And that one you probably won't see all the way, but that's okay. You could use a different color if you wanted to. I'm just going to use all the same colors. There we go. Okay. So a very quick and easy card. Let me show you the other one. So this one is using, oh gosh, what is that designer series paper? Oh goodness gracious. I cannot remember. It's on the tip of my tongue. Let me see if I can find it here real quick, because that paper is gorgeous. Here it is. It is called Brushed with Beauty, and close, Nanette. That's what I was thinking at first. And just look at these colors. So this is also an online exclusive. Let me find it for you. We're using a lot of online exclusives tonight. Okay. We're talking about them, I should say. So the November online exclusives that had the cake, right? And the first page here shows this Brushed with Beauty. So it's $12.50 for the designer series paper. And then you can see all of the goodies. And these Pearls of Beauty that I almost used, that's part of that. Oh my goodness. Elizabeth, get them. Here we go. Then we talked about the cake. We talked about Swirl Designs bundle and the cake bundle. Here's the cake bundle. Okay. So definitely don't forget about these online exclusives. If you need the flyer for that, let me know and I can send it to you. Absolutely. But yeah, you can see, maybe I'll have to do a this or that on my Facebook page and see which one is liking better. I literally could go either way, honestly. Like, I don't know. But I am going to send this to my friend Dan, who lost his dad. Dan and I graduated high school together. So that is really kind of like hitting home, right? Parents and stuff that that you lose when you've graduated together. The other thing that just to know is that my mom is doing well. So thank you to those who reached out, but she is doing well. She's had surgery to remove a couple tumors in her abdomen. And they did say that they're cancer, so they did a chemo treatment while she was open, and it was like ended up being, we were there from 5:30 in the morning until 12:30 a.m. the next day. It was a very long, intensive surgery, but thank goodness the breathing tube is out. The tube into her stomach is out. She has one, this is just crazy, only one IV left. She had like 3 or 4 IV ports and some other things, but she is doing really good, eating food, all of the things. So just, keep positive thoughts going. And on Friday, I leave for Hawaii. So we really got to have positive thoughts, because I cannot, if something were to happen when I'm gone, it's a long trip back. So, but anyhow, all the things. Oh, speaking of which, look at my nails. My niece painted them. We did little starfish on there. So some nice bright fun colors for that. But But anyhow, if anybody wants to send a card for her, like feel free, you can send them to my house and just put attention Liz's mom or Rhonda on it, and then the kids will know they can take the cards up to her when I'm gone and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. Yeah, so lots of things going on, and of course, like, I'm in the mood where I want to try and clean up the house before we leave, and I'm just all the things. But anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight. Oh yeah, here's those dimensions again. And yeah, you may or may not see me next Tuesday. I'm sure I'll go live at some time just to share the love um, of the weather and of the season in Hawaii and just the waves. I could sit by the beach all day long. So, anyhow, okay, I gotta go. You guys have a great rest of your night, and I will chit chat with you later. Bye bye.